Music is an ever-growing and ever-changing aspect of our lives. Whether we want it to or not, it has this profound ability to amplify certain emotions and feelings. But there are many different factors that can affect how music reaches us, such as its volume, its tempo, its lyrics, and especially its genre. My personal favorite genre happens to be heavy metal music, which usually employs quick tempos, loud volume, heavy riffs, and often questionable lyrics at times. With all these aspects put together, metal music is believed to invoke darker emotions such as anger and sadness, while also inspiring aggression and violence. But this is often not the case. Everyone, my name is Noah Stanley, and I wanted to talk to you all today about the benefits of listening to heavy music. I grew up on this type of music, listened to it every day in my dad's truck whenever we went anywhere, and it has since become a huge part of my life. I've been to numerous rock and metal concerts, and metal serves as a crucial role in my athletic routine as well. Now, I'm not gonna pretend that these thoughts towards metal music are outlandish and far-fetched, but not all the negative connotations of metal music have come from directly listening to metal music, but through preset expectations we set. There's a study conducted regarding the expectation effects on different genres and lyrics of music. The study called The Genre of Music and Lyrical Content Expectation Effects by Mary Ballard, Alan Dodson, and Doris Bazzani concluded that lyrics labeled as heavy metal overall were not more likely to invoke antisocial behaviors, but were also less likely to inspire pro-social behaviors. Now, keep in mind, the lyrics remained exactly the same, so there's no difference between the lyrics. The only thing that changed was what genre they were labeled as. So, rock, country, pop, rap, metal, it's all the same. So, the same lyrics, same message, just different expectations for each genre. So, we get many of these negative aspects of metal music simply from the expectations we set beforehand. Mental health has also become a huge topic in this day and age, with issues with anxiety and depression skyrocketing. On top of this, people are constantly looking for a cause to this problem, with metal music getting a lot of the flack. However, another study named Metal Music and Mental Health in France by Robin Ricoeurs, Francois Asseguel, and Nick Trujillo found that metal fans are generally less anxious and depressed compared to general populations, or at least that metal is not a direct cause of high levels of stress and depression. So these accusations may stem from high level of popularity metal music has amongst young adults and teenagers. And Amy Phillips, in her article Mental Health and the Power of Heavy Music, states that 1 in 6 young people had mental health issues in England in 2022. So, with a rise in mental health issues among young people and a rise in popularity of metal among young people, it's no surprise that people try to correlate the two together. But looking at these studies, it's just not the case. I wasn't always into heavy metal music. I too was once an outsider to metal music, and all I saw and heard was just raw and heavy instrumentals that just sounded like grinding metal and singing that sounded incomprehensible more often than not. But after hearing enough of it on my dad's radio, it grew on me. And as I began to warm up to it more and more, I started feeling much happier while listening to it, and it brought a ton of energy into my day. And statistically, that's exactly what it does. In fact, studies have shown that listening to heavy music can help to reduce cortisol levels, which is known for causing stress. On top of this, heavy metal serves as a huge confidence booster through the use of powerful sonics and assertive lyrics. And if that wasn't enough for you, metal thrives on its sense of community. There's such a tight knit and supportive community that metal creates, and you can see this in what's known as mosh pit etiquette. So this is when someone falls in a mosh pit and everyone almost always stops and picks them up, no matter how rowdy it can get in there. A great example that I can give of this is when I went to the Aftershock Festival in Sacramento a few months ago. During punk rock band Turnstile's performance, numerous mosh pits formed. Into one of them, someone fell and got hurt. Couldn't get up. He was laying down there for a while. But as people saw this, they formed a protective circle around him, and some even carried him to a safe place for him to be helped. This type of energy, the energy of picking up those around you, is so important in today's society. And on top of that, the confidence to run into a storm of people running around and coming out unscathed is a level of confidence everyone needs. Uh, so metal has become a huge part of my routine, especially when it comes to soccer games. It's part of my pre-game routine to listen to metal simply because of the energy it brings. Usually, I listen to some thrash metal or some punk rock before games. It gives me that focused energy I need to stay engaged at all times when I need it, that aggression and desire to win. But it's not some mindless, angry aggression, but rather a focused aggression that allows me to go at 110% at all times. You can call it passion, if you will. It also gives me the confidence to play my best game because I've found that if I lack confidence in a game, everything falls apart to where I can't even do the simple things right. So that confidence boost is huge. Outside of soccer, metal music makes car rides so much more enjoyable, no matter how long or short they are. Even when I'm doing homework, metal serves a purpose. It helps me focus and stay engaged on the task at hand. On top of that, it almost makes homework enjoyable. Almost. To stay focused, I'll usually play some instrumental metal, maybe some doom or progressive metal. Even when I have trouble falling asleep, metal can help. Not always, but in some cases. Usually, progressive metal does the trick. Metal music has been part of my life ever since I could remember, and I have nothing but fond memories of it. And it serves such a great purpose in my life, giving me confidence and energy for soccer games, keeping me focused through homework, and making boring drives bright and fun. So to see it get a bad reputation comes off as undeserved to me. But I mean, that's not for me to decide. But however, the basis for which this reputation is created seems to be formed through expectations and not actual experiences. We correlate heavy music with depression, anxiety, violence, and self harm, when studies show that that is just not the case. In fact, heavy music serves as a stress reducer and a confidence booster that promotes community and strength. Heavy metal is what all types of music can be, just a source of happiness and fun. Thank you.